Hello, Farlanders. My name is Kurt. Welcome back to Farlands or Bust. Took a while there, Wolfie. Took a while. He's cold, that's why. Let's secure the hidey hole and continue walking to the far land. I didn't remember ending the last stream in an ice biome, but I guess we did. A lot has happened since then, and my brain no worky too good. I do know, my brain does know, that we left off at 75,658.94 megabytes. Oh, yeah, okay. I did have a snowball, so that adds up. I did have a snowball that I threw inside the hidey hole. Yes, okay. Maybe it snowed overnight. Maybe we had a cold front come through the Farlands or Bust world here. But, yeah, we're walking to them Farlands here in Minecraft Beta 173. As we do. Don't mind if I do. I got a lot of junk. Where's my clippers? There they is. Carrying and continuing on. Wolves. Never seen one of those before. Ah, good. Pigs. We need those for our wolf. Oh, you missed. You missed. That was a whiff. An absolute embarrassment. Today is April 19th, 2025. Did I say that? I don't know that I said that. There we go. I think Wolfie needs some. Where is he? Where is he? Hey. Bloop. Walking to the Farlands. Yesterday I went to the dentist for the first time since 2021. And it was a new place. And I didn't probe any further, but when I went into the X-ray chair where the X-ray tech was working, they had TV screens in there, I suppose for patients or whatever, and he was watching Twitch. But like, I don't know, whatever is it like Marvel? Is Marvel Rivals kind of like an Overwatch sort of arena fighter thing? I think it was Marvel Rivals this person was playing. I've never seen them before, but I'm sure that there's some Twitch millionaire or something. And I died a little inside. Well, that was weird. Ish, I suppose. I mean, he was a young person. A young whippersnapper doing the x-rays. I need a boat. But otherwise, my teeth look fine. Even after 4 years away from the dentist. I don't know, maybe it's because I've gone most recently without insurance. Lesson learned, don't need to go to the dentist. I mean, a little bit. But like, I don't know how new it is, but like putting fluoride on your teeth, like a fluoride gel cement, that's new. I mean, she said it's like covered and like it's up to me whether or not I want it. But I don't remember doing that ever at other places. I remember as like a little kid, there was like a fluoride mouthwash that you had to, that they made you like rinse with that was like bubblegum flavored, but like gross fluoride bubblegum flavored. But as an adult, I never remember getting the fluoride paste. It like hardens and is like weird on the outside of your teeth for like the whole day. I'm just like, I guess if I don't have to pay for it and if it's recommended. Even older, I remember even before the mouthwash, as a little kid, I guess they don't trust little kids to not swallow the fluoride mouthwash, was the little, like, styrofoam mouth guards full of, like, a goopy paste, like a goopy fluoride paste that you, like, keep in your mouth and it kind of gags you a little bit.
What a day!
I miss the color-changing plaque mouth rinse.
Mouth rinse? Mouth rinse. Fart guts. Nothing more than fart guts. 6 months in the subtub, thank you very much. I don't remember that. I don't remember color changing. Well, maybe no. Actually, now that does make sense. I did have plaque. I had some plackiness, but only in my front lower teeth. And they used some ultrasonic power washer to get it out. And I was explaining, like, they always ask, like, oh, did you have braces? And I'm like, yeah, I had them for like 6 years as a teenager. I had a real big overbite, and I had the whole headgear and everything. They're like, oh, now they have internal headgear. So it's not as bad as it used to be. Like, it's not as socially awkward and demeaning. I don't even know how internal headgear works. Put it in your brain. Sounds physically awkward. Yeah. I don't know. Is everybody now just get like Invisaligns? Is Invisaligns the new braces? And nobody does like the big metal grills anymore? What's new and hip in orthodontics is what I'm asking. The metal stuff is still necessary for major stuff. Metal, brutal! I mean, I remember in high school, like they started to have, oh, I guess we're going this way, clear braces. Like the little dots were like clear. But then I also heard that there were like some braces that they would put on like the backside of teeth to hide them, which seems uncomfortable as a user. I could be wrong, though. This is, like I said, back when I was a kid, and I could have been getting my leg pulled. About the advances of orthodontry and how terrible I had it. And when I say the inside of the teeth, I mean the back side of the teeth, the side of the teeth that doesn't face outward, not like inside the teeth. I mean, that's another thing. We kind of fell out with our orthodontists after we were all done, and we got just like a retainer. I know some people get like permanent retainers, which is a weird concept to me, but we just like stopped going. And also just like stopped using our retainers, and I have no idea where mine ended up. But yeah. Probably didn't have the full the complete service to I did not retain my retainer, no. To like hold everything together perfectly. That could have been a pink sheep, but it was just a sheep taking fall damage. But then also yesterday, I decided it was very nice. I decided it was very nice out. I'm the one who creates the weather. I decided I should change the oil in the Volvo since it was overdue. That's always fun. It's always like, I saved $100 changing my own oil. Okay, how long did it take you? Listen, don't come at me with your semantics. May or may not have taken 5 hours, but hey, did you have fun? Nope. It was terrible. The Volvo has a weird, I mean, not weird, I guess a lot of European cars do this, but the oil filter isn't like a standalone canister. You like unscrew it and you take out like the actual paper filter material and then replace it. Did you get a mild sense of accomplishment from it? Not as much as doing the radio. Fixing the radio was accomplishing. This was just like, I could have not spent the whole afternoon on the ground in the dirt, getting all oily. There are different oil filter types than the screw can type. Yeah, I mean, it's basically, there's just a permanent, like, screw can on the bottom of the Volvo, and you pull it out, but then inside is the actual, like, filter material that you take out and then replace with new filter material, and then screw it back on.
What a day!
What a day, Goofy Dylan. Thank you for 60 months in the subtub. The weird thing is I swear, and the girlfriend swears, that when I bought the car, the people I bought it from had a new oil filter and an air filter and a cabin filter that they just included that was in the trunk. And when I'm like, I'm going to change the oil, I tore the entire garage and car and basement apart looking for that thing. And I'm like, I don't know why I hid this from myself. It either never actually existed, or I'm going to find it in like 3 months. I had to ask the girlfriend to pick me one up at like O'Reilly's on the way home from work. It's also weird that the Volvo takes like more than 5 quarts of oil. But they sell it in 5-quart jugs. Probably moved it when you camped in it. We didn't camp in the Volvo. You might be thinking of the hearse, which is a different thing entirely. So yeah, I did that, and I think I did determine that the weird clunking noise is coming from the drive shaft, the transmission. So I gotta look into that, if that's a thing I can do myself, or what. And there's some things like the steering outer tie rod end joints are blown. And I did locate the remember how I was saying the coolant kept getting low, and I kept having to fill the coolant. There's a couple leaks, but one of the leaks is, as I suspected, right at the coolant reservoir hose. I gotta figure out if I just needed like a new reservoir and hose, or what. My reservoir. But then I also got a new. There's a new intake. What's it called? Vacuum tube assembly that the girlfriend helped me install because my hands were too big. I couldn't wrangle in all the way to hopefully help with the kind of weird, not fully stalling, but sputtering on idle. We drove it today, and it kind of did it a couple times, but not as severely, so I don't know if I actually fixed that problem or not. But then we were going to go to a car show today. Bad gas? No, not. We're talking about the Volvo, the car I drive every day. And I constantly put gas in. The one he camped in. Listen here, you dang gas lighters. You lighters of bad gas. No, this is definitely an intake problem. It even gave me an engine code one time when it happened, and it talked about the mass airflow, so I cleaned that, but that didn't solve the problem. But you know what does have bad gas, possibly and probably, is the hearse. Because we were going to take it to a car show today, so we were like, all right, I had to pull the Datsun out to work on the Volvo. And then we're going to switch the hearse with the Datsun so that we could just pull it out and go to this car show. And the hearse don't start. We're very sad. Any feeling of any accomplishment from changing the oil in the Volvo? Was erased by the hearse not starting. I don't know if it's bad gas. I think it's the fuel pump. Because I wasn't hearing the fuel pump. And it's rolling. It's not the starter because it's turning over. It's just not. I feel like it's not getting fuel. So I gotta find out where the fuel pump is. Yes, bad gas can follow pump. And yeah, we did. And the girlfriend many times over winter said we should start it up to see it, but I shoo-shooed it. We both have learned a lesson. I mean, that's the other thing. The Datsun started up, but I only put ethanol-free fuel in that. Whereas in the hearse, we put normal fuel in, which goes bad easier. So yeah, we're gonna see. We gotta get it lifted up and see where the fuel pump is and knock things around and see what's up. Hoping that's all that is. But that was disappointing. But it's okay, because we went to the car show just as spectators today, and it sucked. So we saved $25 and 2 hours of our time going to a crappy car show in the cold and damp rain that it was this morning. So, bad news, good news. So yeah, I don't know. At the very least, we might have to drain the fuel tank. Find a fuel pump. Hopefully that's it. And hopefully, like, we don't gotta clean the whole fuel lines or anything like that. Oh. There he is. He was in the water. I was concerned about that. Yeah, maybe we gotta just... It's more expensive, but fuel it up with ethanol-free stuff from now on in the hearse. Oh, hello. So that was a day. That was an interesting day. Spent in the garage, which is why I didn't stream. Yeah, I started changing the oil in the Volvo at like 3 or 4. I didn't get out of the garage until like 8 p.m. But think of the savings. Yeah, the car show was like a weird and wacky, like weird cars, and I feel like a hearse would have qualified. But there were a bunch of like K cars, JDM stuff. There was there were a couple of those micro cars from the UK, like the bubble top one. Those like super duper small ones. I got a picture. I didn't post a picture. Yeah, these guys. Real tiny things. There's also a Panhard, which you probably can't see. Which I know I found one for Ranwin parked. I think that's a peel. Appealing. No, I found one for Ramwin Parked, and I remember, wasn't it Powers who was like, is that thing still for sale? he was very interested. No, the Panhard isn't. It's like I said, the car show was just like weird and unusual and like rare car show. There was also a Subaru 360, which was the first Subaru, the little 2-cylinder motorcycle engine one. And there were some cars I'd never heard of from weird manufacturers, but I really didn't. Like I said, it was kind of a lame, small showing because of the weather was bad. I'm sure if it was better weather. And then we went to Costco on Saturday, and I nearly died of overstimulation and over people. Too many people. Too many people. Never doing that again, I don't think. I needed mayonnaise, but I didn't need 100 ounces of mayonnaise. So I didn't buy the mayonnaise. Being close to Easter was probably the problem. No, just being a Costco on a Saturday is the problem. They really don't have, like, Easter stuff there. I also didn't know it was Easter this weekend. I went to the, like I said, I went to the dentist, and like the hygienist was like, "Oh, any plans this weekend for Easter?" I'm like, "Oh, that's this weekend? I guess not." Really snuck up on us. You should have gone to the cafe area and visited the sit-down bench. The cafe area was even more crowded and packed. People, I guess the thing I noticed is that people don't seem to have like an awareness of the space they exist in, like the space they take up. You're just like constantly getting stuck behind people, just like blocking an entire aisle. Or like, and maybe Costco sets it up this way. They set up the little samples booths right at the ends of the aisles, so then people like gather around the samples and block the aisle. Which then makes you, a shopper, spend more time in there to be able to see something that you're gonna buy. Kind of like how grocery stores, like, make, in the expensive aisles, they put the tiles of the floor closer together, so it makes it seem like you're going faster, so you slow down and spend more time there. I prefer Costco on non-sample day. Isn't every day sample day?
What a day!
What a day! Sample day! Hi, Dione. Thank you very much. For 95 months in the subtub. Subtub.
An anonymous user gifted a Tier 1 sub to Hylian Hero 93.
Anonymous user, thank you for the gift sub. You went to your grocery store on their reduced lights and announcement day. It was great. Oh, I don't know that I've ever... Sounds like a very fancy grocery store. Oh, that's tempting as a diving board, but there is a fair bit of ground right directly beneath it, so I don't think that would work out too great.
Maybe it's not the destination that matters. Maybe it's the journey.
To the journey.
You're here.
I'm the Beard has been part of the journey for 70 months. The long walk.
This is the long walk, and that's a long time in the subtub. 70 months. I'm the Beard. Thank you very much. Subtub. Hold on, this is thumbnail material right here. That stuff probably came from up there. I'm fine. No damage. Whoa. Careful, Wolfie. Don't fall down that big hole that I'm right next to inconveniently. Oh, I need beds. Oh god, he's gonna... Okay, alright, hold on. I don't know if any of you saw what happened there. But he fell down. We didn't hear him, but then he respawned with a lot less health. What a dingus. Oh boy. I was hoping maybe he would respawn before he took fall damage, but no, that's not what happened. Side sleeping. At least he wasn't on fire, true.
Side sleep in.
Oh god, all these pigs. Hold on, stop. I just want to look in the hole. Yeah, no, I mean that's not as deep as I was worrying it was, but that's deep enough. Wait, I was waiting for that's what she
An
says.
anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Side Sleeper.
Side Sleeper. Thank you, anonymous user. Did you stand him up? Yeah, I hear him. He's still whooping. Yep. Deathless still after 15 years? Yep. And there's no evidence to the contrary. None whatsoever. Hi-ya-ya. All right. Oh my frick. It's been a real dry spell on transient chunks. And I doubt it, but I do wonder if it does have to do with the fact that we are walking at 0, at x0, and that's where they seem to come from, but only as, like, weird things. I mean, I guess we'll have to see where the other ones are in the next map. You know what I mean? Like, would they come from a place that I haven't been yet? Or that I have been yet, rather. Am I making any sense? They came from your distant past, it looks like. Well, no, but I was never there. Like, if you look at the overviewer map, the one that's on there comes from one of those random blocks of chunks that seem to just randomly spawn along the 0-ish axis, even though I'm like 30,000 blocks away over here. But now that we're back here, we're actually walking through this center land and loading the actual chunks. Like, does that stop that from happening? Again, am I making any sense? I don't even know if that makes sense to me. Whoa, what happened to that boat? This is the cue for the game to just suddenly load one right now. Please and thank you.
Can I have your pudding?
Macho Mandoff, thank you for 65 months in the subtub.
What a day.
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to your pudding.
Your pudding. Hoodie Mac, thank you for 8 months in the subtub. A lot of Prime subs today. And then Anonymous, thank you for yet another gift sub. You need to do the chunk timestamp analysis. Oh, that thing that you wanted me to do that I said I would do, but I've already forgotten and will not do.
Timo
probably.
Warner gifted a tier 1 sub to anonymous user. They have given 698 gift subs in the channel.
Oh my god. There's no more pigs. There's no pigs to be seen, Wolfie. You've got to stop it. And a hype train.
Careful, Wolfie.
Distracted by the hype train. Wolfie took damage.
Hey, I beg your pardon. Do you have any idea what we're doing?
Now that you mention it, no.
Short wind.
What are you sitting in there for? So it shouldn't be a total loss. I'm taking a bed. A bed? Yeah. Move over.
Yeah, and I'll take a bed.
Ah, so much is happening.
Palette Hands gifted a tier 1 sub to I am here for the emotes. They have given 686 gift subs in the channel.
Not so anonymous anymore.
I'm touched.
You're both touched.
What is
Talking
happening?
about
Good tea. Nice house.
All right, we had Shortwind, Destroyer with the 5
Thanks
sub
for letting me
bath
sit in.
bomb,
Ain't nothing to it.
Palhands with the gift sub, Dweller Benthos with 77 months in the subtub, Theodore with 5 months in the subtub, and then Bits from Tin, the Tin Bits, 10 by 10.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
What is a pig's favorite karate move? A pork chop.
Woo.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
Haha, pork chop.
Clowns are funny. Where's Wolfie? There's Wolfie. Y'all are distracting me with the hype train. I'm Dan. Thank you for the gift sub.
Say, I beg your pardon. Do you have any idea what we're doing?
Now that you mention it, no.
Getting the chunk timestamps from multiple snapshots in time could possibly help us understand them too.
I meant to do a custom. I mean to do a lot of things. I meant to do a custom alert for Subsponge. Who has here on behalf of Pallet Hands in the subtub. I'll have to wait for next month, I guess, and then I'll forget to do it then too. They do now. Now if you gift somebody a multiple month gift sub, they get what do they call it? Like renewal alerts that they can push.
Kindly speak English and drop the vernacular.
Vernacular? That's a derby.
Drop the vernacular.
Did someone say hype distraction?
It is. It is a hype distraction. I need wood, kind of. Does it count towards the hype train though? The gift sub alert? Oh. I wasn't paying attention, I was distracted.
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to gifted subalerts.
Subalerts!
Hey look, a distraction.
Side sleeping.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
Side sleeping?
Subaru alerts.
Side sleep in.
I like how that was a question and answer. Oh, excuse me. Careful, Wolfie, careful, Wolfie, careful, Wolfie. What was the last coordinates check? Last July. Right there in chat.
Kindly speak English and drop the vernacular.
Vernacular? That's a derby.
Drop the vernacular.
I think we need to keep the hype going. Kurt is yawning again. Kurt, yawn.
Yawn. Raise your right hand. Take off your hat.
Palette Hands gifted a tier 1 sub to the Vernaculars. They have given
The
687
Vernaculars.
gift subs in the channel.
A really crappy superhero troop.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
Armo.
Hype.
Oh, that wasn't that. Hype train success. I got a thing. Okay. That's weird. Oh, you did get an emote. All right. Well, there you go. You can ride the coattails of your gift sub in a hype train.
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Coattails.
Coattails. Ooh. Oh, dang it. Wonder if I can do oh no! Oh, do some engineering here. Like a canal. And not break my boat. Wolfie! Oh, God. Alright, Wolfie, you're in the way. He's done it. The Wolfie Canal.
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Canal.
You should have gifted it to Ear Canal. Isn't that somebody who watches? Who possibly has already subscribed? The Jitter Canal?
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Ear Canal.
Ear Canal? Ear Canal. Ah. Oh, buddy. Ugh. Oh, how'd that get in there? Pocket sand. Where are all the animals? I don't know. And that is a bit of a problem on account of Wolfie taking all that damage. That does happen from time to time. That also, in addition to the ghost chunks, the animal disappearance thing is very kind of seemingly random. Random spooky noises. Spawning on our ghost chunks. That's a good rectangle. Oh Lord. Wolfie, wait. let's find another way, shall we? What else is new? Anything else new? Woof. Anything the haps? Homestar Runner. Woo! Okay. I almost fell. I mean, I did fall, but... Wolfie, don't follow in my literal footsteps. Damn. I mean, I know they're uploading to YouTube. But, like, the website used to be Flash, right? Flash hasn't been a thing for a long time. A bed. Night sleeping.
Side sleep in mania.
Gonna side sleep my way to your bankruptcy. 51 cents at a time.
And this is costing me in Canadian.
Canadian cents.
And remember, we abolished the penny. So round up.
You abolished the penny? But things can still cost a penny. Like, still have a penny. A remainder.
Your mom still costs a penny.
Okay. Weird. Cash purchases are rounded to the nickel. At pickleboy.com.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
Just my 2 cents.
100 cents. Keep the change.
I see you're 51 and raise you 1. Finally, lol.
Finally figured it out. Almost. Like a... Oh, it's a cave. I thought it was just like a pre-made hidey hole. Which was nothing of the sort. Use me. Blah. Sneezy wheezy.
Side sneezin'.
Ah. Whew. Neat. I just think it's neat. And it's neat. Of course, my back and neck and shoulders are all in various states of pain from spending the day under a car. The annoying thing about the Volvo is it doesn't have like convenient jack stand points. Unlike most of the cars I've worked on, they have like a front middle point that you can lift the front on and then put jack stands under and then do the same, lift the rear and put jack stands under. There isn't that in the Volvo. There are like pads for like a 4-point lift. But then you can't lift by one of those and then put a jack stand under it because your lift is on it. Your floor jack is on it. But then there are 2 points just on the side where like the normal, like the side of the roadside jack stand goes, the scissor jack goes for like tipping up the side of the car to change a flat tire. So I just lifted it up by there and then snuck a jack stand under the jack point and then lowered it and then got the fronts up somehow. Probably not safely, but at least I wasn't using Harbor Freight jack stands. Are there community places that have full-size car lifts? I just saw on Instagram, a place did just open near me that does that. Where it's like $50 for an hour. Like without a membership, or you can like buy a monthly membership. And also, the girlfriend says I should just use the one we have at work. But I don't know. I feel weird about that, like using the work lift to do personal stuff. You even lift at work? Yeah, I lifted twice. I did an oil change on one of the trucks, and I did the starter change on the other truck. So that would be more convenient. Yeah, true. I did look up what the noozles, the sprayer noozles for the watering here at home. It's only fair. Oh. Oh, dang it, Wolfie. I was trying to avoid that. I don't know. She seems to think it wouldn't be that big of a deal. Wolfie, have a seat. Waterfront property. Just tell him you're with the band. Did I get it on 0? I did. I'm so good at video games. All right, we need more pigs. Because of that noodle. Yeah, there's a little bit of a delay in the number update. Probably need a new pickaxe, which I guess I could just make right now. And then next time complain about how I don't have any free inventory space. I know myself. Is that on the bingo? Yeah, let's go to sleep and back up the world. And awakeness. We are now at 75,726.04 megabytes. Think of the savings.